Hello again. Welcome to Time Warner's Local Edition. I'm your host, Bob Jimenez. You know, there are dentists, and then there are dentists. The dentist you often think about is the guy or gal who talks about oral hygiene and takes care of your teeth. But I'm going to introduce you to Dr. Jay Grossman, who started an organization called Homeless Not Toothless. And you're basically administering to homeless people who need dental work. That to me is a bit anathema to how we feel about homeless people who are out there by choice. People think, we know that's not true, but they're out there, but they need dental hygiene as well, don't they?
They most certainly do. And of course, without teeth, what are they going to do? Are they going to get work? Are they going to get a job? Of course not. So even if they chose to get back into society, it would be very difficult because they would be very limited with what options they would have.
You're in a very pristine profession that doesn't necessarily have to look at that segment of the population. I imagine you get a lot of work from your regular clientele. Why did you decide to spend this amount of time, whatever it is, on homeless people?
Well, it's interesting. When I was a very young child, my parents went in, from Long Island originally, and our synagogue had this affiliation with a church, a black church in Harlem, and we went in every summer. We went to one of their gospel services, and we brought a black youth back to our house out in suburbia for a few weeks, and I always introduced him as my cousin. Had no clue that he wasn't a relative, but we did this with such regularity it seemed like family. So I think some of the lines started to blur at a very young age for me in terms of different societies and where people are in life. And for me it just seemed like the next natural step. What can I do to help get people off the street? I don't want to just give them a fish. You know, like the old Chinese proverb, they only eat for a day. I want to teach them how to fish. So the project was set up in such a way where I take care of their teeth. They have to get into a sobriety program, and unfortunately 99% of the ones that I see have some drug or alcohol past. So they have to show me they're in a sobriety program. And then from that, what we do is we fix their teeth so they could smile, we raise their pride and dignity so they look good, they could eat, they could get a job, and then I put them in a job placement program.
That's fantastic. Where do you find these people? Do you go out and look for them? You go recruit homeless people to come into your office?
You know, this is West Los Angeles. We have a plethora of patients to choose from. Now the truth is I ask all the patients that come into the program to go through a screening process to actually see what their needs are. And my main source for that is the Venice Family Clinic, which provides free medical care in Venice, California.
Are you seeing patients that are pretty far gone as far as oral hygiene, a lot of bone loss? Obviously, when you're out homeless, one of the last things you're going to think about is flossing every night. So, I mean, how bad of cases do you see, and are you able to correct them?
Well, the gentleman that I just saw literally moments before I came here has absolutely no upper teeth. None. He's fully edentulous. So, you know, his mouth is caved in, he can't smile, he can't work, and interestingly enough, years ago, he was a realtor making $10,000 a month.
Wow, and that's how close you can come to being homeless. Some people say 2-3 paychecks away from being homeless.
And that's about it. He was about 3 or 4 paychecks away, and unfortunately had a major car accident. The car accident, out of work, didn't have the insurance, had some major medical bills. The next thing you know, he lost his apartment, he was out in the street.
Did he find you or did you find him?
He found me. He found me through the Venice Family Clinic.
Wow. All right, who pays for all this? This is, we talk about pro bono, you donate, but I mean, but all you ask for is that you try to get off the street, right?
Yeah, I ask for several things. The first thing that I do is I ask that they commit to me to their sobriety, and all of them have already committed to a whole host of people, family, friends, etc. So, and I tell them, I said, I'm going to do extensive amount of dental work, and I'm going to bring in several of my colleagues that are going to do certain procedures that perhaps I can't do. So with the amount of money and time we're investing in your mouth, you need to first promise me that you're going to maintain your sobriety. The second thing I ask is that they show up on time for their appointments. I put them right in the middle of the day. Right in the middle of the day, just like everybody else. Just if you called and you said, Dr. J, I got a toothache, I would say, come on in. So I ask them to be dressed appropriately and showered. And then the third thing I ask them to do is to pay it forward. It's a great movie, right? Pay it forward.
A great idea, lousy movie. Go ahead. Pay it forward, meaning...
I said, today and every day that you see me, I need you to go an extra step and help somebody else out.
I need more time, but I'm out of time. Fascinating story. Dr. Jay Grossman, Homeless Not Toothless. I'm Bob Jimenez.